Hi guys, welcome back to Manchester United Career Mode. This is episode number 3. I just want to say a quick thank you to all the people that's watched, obviously the first 2, and given lots of comments and lots of positive feedback. So thank you to all you. And obviously, if there's anybody new that's just come onto the channel, if you can subscribe, comment, obviously get involved, tell me about anything that you like about the channel, or maybe that you dislike. Obviously, we're looking to grow. But yeah, let's get into today's episode. Obviously, last time out we started the season really well, a 7-0 victory against Southampton. So obviously we're going to play a couple more games. Oh, we might try and finish the month here, to be fair. But obviously with training it does delay things a little bit more, so we may sim one game, do the interactive sim. Obviously at the moment it's all play by ear, and obviously with the trial it means that we're having to try and rush through it a little bit, so that's why it may seem a little bit rushed. But obviously, like from last time, we have moved on to legendary difficulty now. I have put the competitor mode off at the moment. Obviously, from what it looks like, it does make it a lot more difficult. So obviously we've gone up a difficulty level already. So we'll try it without competitive mode. Obviously, if it still seems easy enough, then obviously we can put that on, or maybe adjust the sliders later. I'm playing just default sliders, so I haven't changed anything on any of those. Obviously, again, as we play, we'll start to understand what we can, if we do need to move things around. Is there anything else that we need to really look at? Obviously, transfers. We had Alex Telles has come in. We do have these 2 youngsters, Palestri and Dalla Ahmad Traore. At the moment, obviously, I don't think this guy from Atlanta is actually coming in until January. Palestri might actually be already coming into the club, but I think we're gonna. Obviously, I don't think we're gonna buy Sancho now this summer, so I think we'll hold off maybe on buying either of these youngsters at the moment. I'm not really sure, because the issue is obviously keeping the fitness up on the players. I don't want to put extra youngsters in there that don't get game time, and it's just more players that we're having to put into training regimes, and obviously that will then take away from some of the other boys here. So if we have a quick look at the squad, I have given out new contracts. So a quick look at the contracts here. So at the moment, obviously, Agallo, he's only here for another 5 months, so he's only here till January. Then we've got a couple of players that are out on loan, so we may have to call them back in January, just so we can get them onto a new contract. But yeah, we'll come to that. Obviously, Romero we're looking to sell. Rojo we're looking to sell. Juan Mata, I have offered him a new contract, which he accepted, but it was only, unfortunately, just a 1-year contract extension. It does mean that his wages have come down and he's onto a rotation squad role, so hopefully that will allow us to keep him a little bit more happy. Obviously, when it comes to January, we might offer him a new contract again, try and get him on for another year. Obviously, he is 32, but he's still 79 overall. I think he still does a job for us in that cam and winger role. Lee Grant is another one that we're looking to sell on. As you can see, 37 years old, he has dropped down 1 overall already, so definitely look to move him on. We might even release him, to be fair. But then again, possibly not. Obviously, if Romero does go, it would allow us to have a 3rd goalkeeper without bringing back either Pereira or Kova, one of the youth keepers that we have that are out on loan. Yeah, so then apart from that, then obviously we're then having quite a few that are, well, in the summer will be coming to their 1 year, but obviously we'll come back to that when we get to there. So yeah, looking at the squad now, I'm actually quite happy with where we are really. So obviously if Romero does leave, Lee Grant as well, possibly, I think we'll be okay with goalkeepers. Obviously Tellez is coming, he's going to challenge Luke Shaw for that left back role. Williams, I think, obviously we're training him up as a right back. It's still saying he's got 1 more week, so hopefully that'll go through very soon, and then we can obviously, he can be the backup to Wan-Bissaka on that right side. So centre back wise, I put Mengi, I have put him on the loan now. I do think obviously if we did get rid of Rojo, we're still going to have several players here that obviously are going to be needing game time in centre back, so we've still got a lot of options. Fosu-Mensah I think I am going to keep in and around, so obviously he can be a backup right back and backup centre back. So we'll have plenty of options going around there. Obviously Darlow and Laird have gone out on loan. Centre mids, so we've got Ethan out on loan. We're trying to get him out on loan, and then we've got Fred and McTominay and Matic. Obviously all, well, I'd say McTominay and Matic are really the options on that for that CDM. Fred, I'd say, is more of a centre midfielder. I wouldn't really. We may actually put in his development, make him a centre mid first. So if we change his position, I'll skip through to somebody else there. So if we change his position to a CM, so I don't really see him as a defensive midfielder. So yeah, we'll put that in. It's going to take 2 weeks. So yeah, I see him more as playing in that Pogba role. So he's another option that we have there. Obviously, you'd still have CDM as an option there. So I think it is good enough to do both. But like I say, then you've then got Pogba, Van der Beek, who's going to be vying for that centre mid. And then we've got Fernandez, obviously Mata and Lingard all looking for that cam role. So I guess we could, I guess Lingard does give us an option. So we will keep him. On that left side, obviously we've got Rashford, who's going to be the main man. Obviously Chong and Chiora is out on loan, so you'd say possibly Lingard or Mata. You could play Dan James as well. He can play left on that left mid. Then you've got Greenwood, who can play right mid. So there is some versatility there. Obviously you could play Lingard and Mata both out on that right mid as well. So there is some options in the wings. And then obviously you've got Martial and Agallo. Again, you could have Greenwood. He's got striker in there. So, but at the moment, obviously we're going to be using predominantly as that right mid, because I don't think we're going to bring in Sancho, not in this window. So that's what we're looking at. So if we have a quick look at the calendar, we can decide who. Obviously Leicester are pretty good. Do we possibly sim the Sheffield United game away? Don't really want to sim the Tottenham game. I think we'll play the Leicester game and then obviously play it by ear after that. So let's get into this Leicester game. Obviously we've got, again, to go through some training regimes. Obviously I'm still in the trial, so at the moment it is a case that we have got some offers here. So yeah, it is a case that obviously I'm rushing through, so I haven't played a lot of the training routines. So I guess I'll just keep using the ones that we have obviously got an A or a B in at the moment, so we can push on with that. So Brandon Williams. So yeah, we're here with Brandon Williams. So it looks like he has now got that position change. So we will change him. So you just press the Y button and he is now a right back. So yeah, so you can see there, he's obviously now got right back and left back and then left wing back as well. So he does give us that good option. Obviously he can still play as a left back, but it just means that obviously we've got two really good starting centre backs, left backs. So I don't think he's going to get a lot of chances there. So yeah, that just moves that bit of versatility there for him. So yeah, now we're just looking for obviously Fred. That'll just switch around his position really. Obviously it's CDM predominantly, and then we're just going to make him that centre mid is his main position. So we'll skip like that. We've got an offer here from Norwich for Lee Grant, so I think we just take that. It's just above his value as well, so hopefully he does accept that, Lee Grant. What we can do actually is promote one of the youngsters. Obviously we've got that really good winger that we're potentially looking at, so I think we may, Leon Watts here, so I think we may promote him straight into the reserve team. Obviously he's 65 overall. I think we'll promote him straight in. He's 17. I think he looks like he can be definitely a decent player for us. Apart from that, obviously 60 overall is not going to be enough to get them any kind of game time at the moment, but I think it just gives us an extra player on this reserves bench. So like I say, we need to have a quick look at this team just to make sure we're not playing any of their first team. So we've got Maguire, who's actually in this reserve team at the minute, so we need to take him out. We'll put Twanzebe in there, and obviously Rojo can go on the bench, and then we'll take Maguire out for Watts. So we've got Mason in there, but obviously I do want to play him quite a lot. His stamina's 71, but I think that's looking a little bit better for the team there. Like I say, because we've got this activated, that means now in training, in this training day, it will obviously have those reserve players pulled through. So obviously you've got everybody that needs the fitness. So we do have a monthly scouting report, and we do have a offer there for Romero from Besiktas for 6 million. I think we just accept that. Obviously, again, the previous ones is rejected, I think mainly because his wages probably would have been a problem, and Lee Grant has broken down there with Norwich, so that's disappointing. Would have been nice for him to have gone off there. So his overall's too weak there, so he's not going to be good enough for us. It's like he could be definitely a good goalkeeper there. Francisco Di Stefano, so he's 17 years old, so I think 350,000 in value. I think we sign him straight away. Obviously it looks like he's got good potential. We've got another one there, 2.3 million. So Rossetti, and we'll sign him as well. And we've got Marini as well. So another one, just under $1 million. Great potential on him. And then I think we'll keep Grassi actually. Then again, his overall's going to be terrible. So a really good month there in the Italians. So now we move on to the Spanish. Hopefully we can have a similar kind of impact there. So he's only 15, so I think we'll give you another month. We've got Fernando Nieto. I think we'll give you another month. I don't think he's going to be good enough. So a decent start, but his potential's not going to be high enough, I don't think. And then we have another good goalkeeper, 15 years old, already at 1.3 million. sign him up. So fantastic first month's worth of youngsters there. We go and have a quick look at some of these youngsters. So we've got Di Stefano. He's only 54 overall, so obviously not the greatest, but obviously with some training he could really do well. So it could potentially do well. Obviously it's got really good potential. It does make you look at some of these other ones who, obviously we've got Sandreva, who's just come in, Spanish goalkeeper. He's got great potential, 80 to 94, overall of 62, and he's only 15 years old. So he's looking like he could be the real deal there. It does make you wonder whether, obviously, Di Stefano's possibly not going to be good enough. His overall is obviously much lower. He's already 17 years old, but obviously we'll give him a month or two to see if he does improve. Godson was already in there, so we've got Rossetti. He's 67 overall already, and 68 to 94 potential, so he's got decent speed. Stamina's not great, but obviously that will improve. Short passing 73, so he's looking like he could be a decent winger there. Marini 61, so yeah, so not too bad, you'd say there. It does make, he's only 15 though, Carlson, so yeah, we can definitely start to promote some of these youngsters into the reserve team, and like I say, that will pad that reserve team out. If we have a quick look at the board, so we have signed one youngster that is obviously got that better, greater average than our current set of players. So we've already got one of them out of the way, so that's pretty good. So long term, within 2 seasons, signed 3 of the best players in the world. So again, we've obviously signed one of those in Alex Telles, who was 84 rated. So a couple more big signings, and that will be another one that's already done and out of the way. So yeah, already having some decent progress in the objectives. Right, so let's get into this game against Leicester, and I have just seen that Diego Costa is actually a Leicester City player, so we're going to be coming up against him today. So obviously when we're playing with our first team, and as you can see, everybody's fully fit and got a decent amount of growth. So do we start Matic? Obviously his sharpness is shocking. Again, we should have actually sorted his sharpness out. So Luke Shaw, I think we'll give Telles the start. So his sharpness is not good enough. Do we start Fred? Like I say, I don't really see Fred as a CDM, but I think we'll start Fred today. Give him a chance from the beginning. So yeah, if we look through the team then, so sharpness is pretty good mostly. Also we do have the exceptions, which is again where we possibly should have made those changes in training. That first training session we could have put like Matic in there, given him a training session, and then obviously tried to push that match sharpness up. But here we are. So obviously Martial obviously started hat-trick in the first game. It's possibly going to be a little bit more difficult today. Now we've increased the level. But let's kick off and see how we go on today. So Leicester City, I think they started with a win as well. So Pogba into Fred. Fred looking to roll it out there. It's Wan-Bissaka. Nice ball in there. And we're looking for the runner. It's Martial. Martial, as we said, a fantastic first game. Started with a hat-trick and If he could have took that in his stride, it might have been away there. It's nicely played. Wan-Bissaka, they're trying to get in behind him here. So I still have very limited game time with obviously the mechanics of the game, but it does seem really good. I think just the tackling and the feel of the players is very, very good. And we're through here. Bruno Fernandes got us the first goal last time out against Southampton, and he's picked up another one today. It was nicely worked move. Started out on the left from Rashford. Knocks it back in. It's played over. And Bruno Fernandes is not going to miss from there. Bruno, that's his third of the season. Obviously, he picked up a brace last time out as well. Oh, and that's had a little bit of a chop there, Martial, but hopefully we get away without a card. Barnes. So Harvey Barnes starting to come in, and Wan-Bissaka's took him out there. And I think that is going to be the first booking of the game. Wan-Bissaka went through the back of Harvey Barnes there. Obviously leaving a bit of a mark on him there. It's well headed away, but Leicester are trying to push forward, obviously trying to get back in this game quickly, and it's a good chance there. Lindelof, who looked like he'd intercepted the pass, just to almost hand it back to the Leicester City man. Is he onside? It looks like he is. It's a decent ball in, and it's acrobatic defending to keep Leicester in this game. Lindelof just pushed forward there. He's done well though to retrieve that. Just rolled into Fred. Nice little bit of footwork from Fred. Oh, and that's a lovely ball. Play through. Martial, it's a tight angle. Schmeichel makes a decent save, but you'd say it would have been very difficult to score from there. It was a decent enough effort in the end. Schmeichel made a smart save. So we'll fizz this one over, looking for Maguire. And it is another corner, so Maguire couldn't quite get on the end of it. We'll look for Harry again here. Harry Maguire gets up this time, and I think it's the defender who's got that off the line. What a chance. Harry Maguire. Obviously a beast in the air, and we need some of that from him. I do think the headers do seem to be a lot better this year. Obviously last year it was, well, almost impossible to get headers. So I'm hoping this year we do see a lot more chances coming from corners. Definitely Harry Maguire rose well above everybody there, and it was a decent effort, and I think it was actually by Schmeichel. It was the defender on the line behind him that actually caught the ball out. Is that Marcelo at left back for Leicester? So Leicester have gone all out in the transfer window by the looks of it. But Marcelo has been caught upfield now. And we've got Mason Greenwood bombing on. Is he going to be able to pick the pass? Can't squeeze it through. Bruno Fernandes was in space inside. We've got to be happy with a 1-0 lead so far. So we'll play that down. Wan-Bissaka, is he onside? He is, you know. Can we fizz this one in? Looking for the near post for Martial, but it's cut out. But there is the half-time whistle. 1-0 up. And a decent first half for us. Right, so we're going to come out for the second half. We're going to keep the same team. Wan-Bissaka is a little bit low on stamina, or a little bit low on fitness, and obviously he did pick up a booking in that first half. So I I think he could be potentially the first player to come off, and that's going to run out. But we haven't put Brandon Williams on the bench, so and there is obviously that big transfer as Aubameyang went to Barcelona. Yeah, but obviously we've kept Luke Shaw on the bench at the minute, so I think we in the future possibly play Brandon Williams on the bench, because obviously it gives you that versatility of playing both fullback positions. So that's again another thing that we need to look at in the future. Oh, and that's it. Somehow squirmed through, and here's a chance, and Harry Maguire's done well to get over there, and he'll just roll this one back to De Gea. De Gea just managed to get it off to Lindelof. I think it made the heart stop a little bit for a second there. Lindelof into Fred, and again we're just looking to keep hold of the ball, and we've played this so nice, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's gone with his left foot and he's scuffed it. What a good chance. So we've gone from one end to the other super quick, and Fernandes just cut across it. Obviously he's gone with a weaker foot, and in the end it's quite a poor finish. And they're going back to come forward here, Leicester. So at the moment not really committing too many men forward, but here is a chance. Oh, and here's a chance, and it's struck in. Oh, and it looked like there was nothing, no danger. It's just one little ball in, and who else but Diego Costa. So it's just one ball in here, just nice little down the side, and Costa got to it first. Maguire can't track him quick enough, doesn't get the block on it. De Gea is beaten, and that's disappointing. Pretty set most of this game, but all of a sudden it's all changed. 1-1. What would have been obviously a really good result at one point in this game now looks like it could be a disappointment. But here's Martial going forward. Spins back into Donny van de Beek here. Back into Martial. Tried to finesse it, but there's a man right in front of him very quickly. We've got the block in. Now Leicester, obviously we've got a lot of players pushing forward now, so all of a sudden Leicester on that counter-attack are going to be very dangerous these last few minutes. So he didn't go with a cross, and we've pushed men out again, trying to get to the ball before it gets into the box, and that's nicely done there by Fred. Laid out here to Martial. Martial looking back. It's Bruno Fernandes who's bombing on here. So Bruno Fernandes still going, holding men off. Now we'll look to cut it in with that left foot, but it is blocked, so it's going to be a throw. So again, we'll go Bruno here. Knocked in. Oh, we're going to get a corner. We are. So 89th minute. This would be a perfect time, Harry. Come on, Harry, against your former club. Let's see you connect with this one. Oh, and it's far too close to the goalkeeper. It's nowhere near where we were aiming that cross. Bruno picks it back up. It's played across to Maguire. Maguire, that's a poor pass. That's disappointing. And now, is it Leicester who's going to get that one last chance? They try to switch it. It's cut out by Telles, and that's probably going to be the end of the game, and it is. So in the end, it's only the point at home. It's kind of disappointing after I thought we looked pretty solid in that game for the win. Leicester really didn't offer too much going forward, but one chance, and Diego Costa, obviously the one man that I didn't want to come on and to get a goal against us, actually has taken the points from us really. But yeah, as you can see, Leicester had a slightly more possession but didn't really do much with it. But yeah, 1 point. We'll come back and see how we go on next time. Right, so that point does mean that we do drop off the top of the table. Liverpool obviously won their opening 2 games of the season. So yeah, we'll go. Obviously we've got the Sheffield United game in I think about 4 or 5 days. So we'll go into a training day here. Obviously the C rating and B, so they haven't quite gone up as high as we would have liked. But yeah, it still gives them some sharpness. So if we have another training now then before the Sheffield United game. So Romero has been sold, so he has gone to Besiktas, so that's pretty good. Yeah, 4.25, I think we just accept that. And hopefully he'll go through this time. Obviously, again, with Ghent, he did reject him, so we'll see how he goes on with that. I've got Tottenham. I think I want to play the Tottenham game to finish off the episode. Yes, I think we're interactive sim the Sheffield United. So have a quick look at the standings, how they've both started. So Sheffield United have drawn their opening 2 and Southampton Spurs have won 1, lost 1. So I think we'll do the sim for, even though it's away, I don't think it, obviously because we can change players and move things around, it does mean that obviously we can, obviously again, this is a very new system, so, but I definitely like this simming better. Obviously you have the option of making a bit of changes or moving people around, making subs, making different formations, anything really. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about jumping in and out of the games, because I think I'd sooner just let the game play out. So we're pushing on here. Wan-Bissaka going down this right side. Will he get the ball across? No, he's cut it back to Fred. Fred into Donny van der Beek, and rejected taking the shot. And Fred is still going. Back to Donny van der Beek. Come on, let's have a shot here, somebody. Finally, and who else? Bruno Fernandes. 3 goals. Oh, he scored in all 3, opening 3 games now for us. It's actually his 4th goal. Yeah, he scored 2 in the first game, so 4 goals now for Bruno Fernandes. But here's Sheffield United going back in, but we have managed to stop him from getting a shot off here. Wan-Bissaka's playing almost as the right winger at the minute. That's nice ball into Martial. Martial, a nice turn, but can't get the ball over to Bruno. Sending him back, and it is throw-in. So they've made a change. Sheffield United, can he get a shot off here? He does. It is a good save. De Gea again has been called into action, so Sheffield United are definitely pushing forward here. I think we are going to make a change if we can get through this. It's a chance at the back post, and there is the equaliser. It's Emmanuel Dennis. Oh, and we were just about to make a change. So 73 minutes, and it's pretty much carbon copy against with the Leicester game. We looked in control, and then we've conceded a goal late on. Lindelof into Maguire. Maguire, a great ball out to Dan James. Came back, he's into Pogba. Pogba! Oh, and Bruno Fernandes has gone over the bar. What a chance. So Fernandes, what a chance to get the 3 points there, right at the end of this game. Fernandes looking into Martial, but it's knocked away. Is that going to be the last chance? Oh, it's a great ball to... Oh, and Rashford tried to play it into Martial. And there it is. It's another 1-1 draw. But you do say, on that second half performance, Sheffield United deserved to get the equaliser. So, back-to-back draws. Right, and we're back. So we're at the Spurs game. So as you can see, Spurs are currently above us. So we're down to 8th place at the moment. Spurs are just in 7th. Marcus Rojo has left, so he has gone to. We've got lots of players that's going to be going out on international duty, but we're not going to worry about that. So we're going to go into this Tottenham game. Obviously, we're at home. Back-to-back 1-1 draws in the sim and in the game just gone by. So we're just going to change this around a little bit. So Fred obviously is now down as a CM. So I think we're going to start Scotty McTominay in there. And then I think we're going to start Fred again. Pogba ahead of Van de Beek. I think that's the only changes we're going to make. So Alex Telles still not fully maxed in there. So I think we continue on. Obviously Rashford as well is not match sharpness. So we do still need to work on this match sharpness and getting it right. But let's get into this Tottenham game. Like I say, very much needing a win, you would say, to finish off the month on a high, really. Right, so Old Trafford against Tottenham. Let's hope it's better than in real life. So you've got Harry Kane there, obviously the captain of Spurs. I hope we can keep him quiet today. Right, let's get into it. So I think we do need a bit more from our wingers. Obviously, like I say, I don't think we've quite sorted the match sharpness out yet. It means that Mason and Rashford on the opposite side have not really blown us away with really good performances so far. So Wan-Bissaka's done well there to get back. So we've got Scotty McTominay in that cam role today. Oh, and he's done well there. Bruno Fernandes trying to trick his way to getting a ball in there, but it's well cut out in the end, and trying to pin on back here. Tottenham are managing to get it away, and they've done well in the end. We did put the full press on there, trying to retrieve that ball back quickly, and we've managed to sneak in there. It's well done by Mason Greenwood. He's just overrun it a little bit. Can he keep it in? It is kept in nicely by Greenwood, and the cross just didn't make it to Bruno. Oh, Martial, it's nice gave himself a little bit of room, but the defender did well to get the block in the end. There's Bergwijn bringing it forward. It's well done by Alex Telles. Giving the ball, then you make a run, you normally get the ball back, which is very encouraging. Tottenham trying to build something here. Celso plays it out to Eric Dyer, who's playing out on the left side here. And it's overhit for Harry Kane there. So 16 minutes in. Not seeing too many chances so far, but I think we've been in the ascendancy, and here is Bruno trying to get it out of his feet, strikes it on goal, and there it is. 4 games into this season, he's scored every time. Bruno Fernandes. That cam roll is perfectly set up for him. And it comes to him here, just bit of pace, and then just smashes it across the goalkeeper. It's a really good strike. He's really hit that hard, and Hugo Lloris, who's a world-class keeper, can't get anywhere near it. Bruno, already 5th goal of the season. So 5 goals, and you've got to say he's being definitely pushing himself for this Player of the Month. So Eric Dyer, it's a strange player to be playing out on the left wing. I don't know if Tottenham have obviously made some sales, but Bruno Fernandes has caught that one nicely. Back to Bruno Fernandes here. Bruno looking for a runner. Gets it in. Mason Greenwood struck it on the left foot and it's a good save. So Mason, like I say, we've not seen much from the youngster this early in the season, but it's broke into a good position there, but it's well saved. Harry Maguire gets up, but he's headed it down into the ground, but it's headed up and over. Oh, worked this nicely. Nicely played. It's into Martial. Martial! Surely a free kick there, kicked up in the air. And who else? But it's going to be Bruno Fernandes who's putting this down. It's inside the semicircle there. So it's about 20 yards out. We'll look to lift it over the wall. Look for that far corner. Oh, and Bruno Fernandes just cannot stop scoring. And that's the first free kick goal of the season. And by who else but Bruno Fernandes. And look at this, goes over the wall. No chance for Lloris. It is a wonderful hit. Hugo Lloris tries to stretch out, but it's into the corner. No chance for him. And that's a lovely time to score just before half time. 6th goal of the season. Bruno Fernandes, and it's right on half time. Right, so no changes in this. As we start the second half, obviously we have got that second goal this time. So hopefully this time we can keep hold of these 3 points. Oh, that's well done by Pogba. Martial waiting for some help. Gets it from Rashford. Looking back to Martial here. Martial cuts inside. Plays a nice ball to Pogba. Who gets his shot off. Oh, and it's deflected. Bruno Fernandes. So Pogba had a decent effort and it's deflected again there. It was actually must have bounced off Bruno there. He was looking good and dangerous in that position. We've got away with it now as we've come into the last 10 minutes. Just looking to calm the game down really. There's a chance. We'll whip this out. It's into Marcus Rashford. Rashford cuts inside. Has a strike on the left foot. Oh, and it's knocked away. Again, Fernandes will look to fizz this in towards Harry. Harry Maguire gets up. Oh, it's a great header. What a good chance. Decent effort. It's fading away. It's just gone wide of the post. There would have been no chance for the keeper if that had just managed to get inside that post. But as it is, it's still 2-0. Obviously that's going to be more than enough today. It's into Fred. Fred plays a nice ball in. Ighalo finds Fernandes, who's not managed to beat the keeper this time. Into Fred. Fred looking for Ighalo, trying to get it back across to Rashford, but happy with that. It's 2-0. You'd say dominant really. Bruno Fernandes again, man of the match for me. I think he's had a fantastic opening month for us. And all in all, obviously we had the simulation draw and we also had the draw against Leicester, but I think that's as good as we could have hoped for. I do think the moving it up to legendary has been fine. I still think oh, look at that, Spurs had absolutely no chances in the game at all. So yeah, while it's actually not really difficult, it's not too easy as well. So I think it's not too bad at the moment. Right, so great win against Tottenham last time out. That leaves us coming up to the transfer deadline day. I'm not going to make any more signings, I don't think. Obviously, the only one that I could potentially do is the Palestri, but I do think we may bring these youngsters in January. Like I say, I want to try and work on the players that we have at the club, and at the minute, obviously with the training as it is, we do need to work on it to try and get as many people fitness as we have already. So if we have a quick look at the top deals around Europe, it's going to be Koulibaly. He's gone to Real Madrid, 91.8 million. Milinkovic-Savic was 90 million to Man City. And then you've got Aubameyang. Memphis Depay has gone to Juventus. Gomez, Coutinho. Upamecano has gone to Paris Saint-Germain for 50. So Royce, Tadic, Slitelis is our man, 40 million. Coutinho was just under the 40 million mark. So Wilfried Zaha went to Atalanta, 38.5. So a bit of a strange move there for him. Like I said, going to Liverpool. So Grealish gone to Everton. So yeah, there's been a reasonable amount of transfers, but not crazy, you would say. But I'm happy with that to finish now. So we'll advance on. So that's where we're going to leave the episode. Obviously come back next time, and obviously we'll get into the month of September. But again, thank you for watching. Subscribe, share, and help us grow. Thank you. Bye.